knows who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Janikowski now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards. And now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Smith. Surveying the field. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
There are certain words that sometimes we overuse, but there's one that's really welcome on a player's resume, and that's the word breakout. And I thought Travis Kelce was one of the breakout stars of 2016 in the NFL. What a season he had with Kansas City.
Over 1,100 yards. Now, to put that into perspective with everybody else that was catching the football for them, the next closest had 593 for the Chiefs. So, breakout year indeed.
And for me, it's how he did it, because he did it in a variety of ways, whether he's an inline tight end, a guy who could split out and really become a wide receiver, and then when he caught the ball, he ran like he was a running back. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, it's Charles again. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And an alley to run. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. So Murray shows off his speed and explosiveness.
Latavius Murray was not a guy that people thought was going to be a big-time producer in the NFL. Boy, was everyone wrong. This is exactly what he does. Often, Latavius Murray knows how to get to the open field and pay it off.
Last year, one of 7 guys to run for 1,000 yards, showing the ability to break off the long run. Now Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add on to their lead. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And it is now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over. Because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now, will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Murray, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. They find some open field here. A good pickup there at 22.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They go back to Murray on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Carr going to go on 4th down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run the option left. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They come out here in the I. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Raiders right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Chiefs know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. All right, let's roll those highlights. 1st and 10, Murray's able to get away with the stiff arm, and he capped off the 10-play drive with a TD. That takes the lead up to 7. Raiders take it at the 16. Murray's foul coming across the middle, and it ends up working for a touchdown. That puts them up by 2 touchdowns. Now 1st and 10, Murray's looking for room to run. He'll pick up more than 10 yards on the play. Later on the drive. Murray's going to take it up the middle, and he'll go in from 2 yards out. The lead grows to 21.